Welcome back to the new Global 360 Review training for current consultants. We'll now consider the first section, looking at some of the major similarities and differences between the systems. First of all, the major similarities. You'll be pleased to know that the basic principles and philosophy for the review process that helped make the old system so successful and helpful are the same in the new system. This includes that the review should only be used in a relational environment. The primary goal of the review is planning for personal development. The review is the property of the person being reviewed, and the results will be kept confidential. And the results should always be given through a personal coaching conversation. In addition to this, both systems are web-based processes. For the Leadership 360, a trained consultant is still required to deliver the results and coach the reviewee in planning next steps using the personal development plan sheet. And the Leadership 360 questions are still based on the leadership framework. Now let's take a look at some of the major differences between the systems. The first thing is that the new Global 360 system represents a major paradigm shift. The old system was designed for a trained administrator to manage the entire process, but this new system is much more user-centric. Any user on the site can initiate their own review or a review for someone else. The person being reviewed is responsible to select their own consultant or facilitator. Of course, help will be given if requested. The reviewee and consultant have more responsibility in managing the process. And it's much more accessible and easily used by disciples, volunteers, and partners. Some other differences include the 360 Lite now just requires a facilitator chosen by the reviewee to present the results. It's not restricted to a trained consultant. Also, the 360 Lite is designed to be more general growth focused than leadership focused. The Leadership 360 information will be more usable both by the individual and by leadership. With more specific questions about leadership behaviors, the reviewee will be better able to track growth in specific behavior. It's also designed to help leadership lead with information. Aggregate scores not connected with any person's name or personal information will be able to be tracked and assessed by country to spot trends. In the near future, the site will offer 2 additional reviews to meet needs of different groups. The Everyone 360 will give more specific feedback on areas of maturity and our desired culture to people who are not necessarily in organizational leadership positions. And the Executive 360 is designed to give area and global leadership more specific and detailed feedback for their unique roles. The site uses the Key login, which is more secure and is already used by many staff around the world. Also, the new site will be much more easily accessible on different devices. Well, there are more similarities and differences, but I think these are the major ones. I invite you to go ahead and check out the site and see if you can identify others.